So anyways, we made fun of his belt and he cried.
Imagine that poor motherfucker got up. He's like, kid, this will brighten their day. The belt, hey, wacky teacher. You're like, fuck it. Nice belt. Did your mum dress you in that? You fucking dipshit. Tequila! I don't want to be Beppa.
GMat.
Is there anything for dessert or something?
Oh, Mario.
Oh my God!
Woo.
I'm hometown Spider-Man.
Yay. I need help with doing a push-up.
This is still going?
Yep.
Fuck. Oh, look, we got a fancy boy shirt.
Do you want to just go straight into a podcast?
Yeah, if you want.
Do we want to warm up? Let me
You gotta take me out tonight.
I'll warm us up with a little something. This is I had this voice message from Ben this morning at
Ben?
I have two voice messages from Ben.
That's me.
From Ben J from the GMat podcast. This one was at 9:50. By the way, it's 11 a.m. Podcast starts at 11 a.m. today. And this message was at 9:54. Oh, that's right. Hold on.
What are these?
Hold on. They need to go in the bloody wall.
Idiots.
Smooth transition.
I got a voice message from Ben. Where is my phone now? Oh, I'm all over the place. I got a voice message from Ben at 9:56. Podcast starts at 11. 9:54, sorry, here it is.
Fuckhead. It's 9:54. You got 6 minutes to get your shit together.
Oh, you idiot.
So
Were you here at
clearly-
9:54? Oh, you weren't here at 9:54, you fucking idiot. Why does this reek of you so much? You've done this before.
Have I?
Yeah, you've
Yes.
shown up early.
Was I here for that?
Yeah.
Oh, you were here for that.
In body only.
I think it's,
Did you send that from the driveway?
Oh, I sent it from the back door when I was knocking on the back door. I looked in here, it was all dark, and I was like, all right, I called him, because I just called him, because I thought he slept in, speaking of reeking of doing things. And I called him, and then I left that voicemail, and I was like, it is very dark in there. I'm going to check. And then I remembered the whole conversation we had about sending locks for 11. And I was like, oh, fuck's sake.
I'm an idiot.
And then he sent me this voice message.
I would like to formally apologise. I've just reassessed the situation and realised that we said 11, not 10. This is my formal apology. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much. To be fair, you should be up at 10 a.m.
That's what
But-
I was just thinking that.
To be fair, again, that was not the agreed upon time, so do whatever you want with your life. Full disclosure, Aidan told me to be here at 10. So it's
You
anyone's
pig,
fault, it's his fault.
you absolute pig.
Like I explained to Ben, I set up last night and I was like, I'm not going to get any work done beforehand because everything's in the way. I set up last night so I could have a sleep in today. I was like, I'm going to sleep in. I'm going to get up at 10:30. I'm going to have a shower. I'm going to stroll. I had my notes and everything ready. I was just going to stroll in and then wait for you guys while I had a coffee. And
I do
then
love
fucking
that
idiots knocking on my door at 9:56.
Your first appointment's at 10 o'clock, at 11 o'clock, so your day starts at 10:30. So my first appointment's at 11 o'clock today, and I was still up at 8:45.
Well,
Having brekkie.
Beck's first appointment's at 11. She starts her day at 10:59.
This isn't about me right now, Ben. I'm talking about you.
The light! Get the light away from
Can you
me!
chuck me that cushion?
What, the one that I'm using on my leg?
Yeah, the leg cushion.
I suppose.
What a
Oh,
hero.
now I have no support.
Smooth transition.
Better?
That's much better.
Ready to go?
'Cause I'm always like... All right, now let's do a podcast.
All right, everyone's in the mood.
Ooh, GMat. Yay.
Hello and welcome to episode 176 of the GMat podcast featuring Allbran, the breakfast of champions.
The
Monster.
you drinking
Monster.
start your day? Really? It's so good. What kind?
Wait.
It's
Monster.
awesome. It really is awesome. It's watered down. It's not too bad.
You really drinking
Ice
Kool-Aid?
cold. It's ice cold. Yeah. You are drinking.
Monster.
You're drinking. Fucking people walk around and they're like, good for that guy. He drinks a lot of water.
Monster.
I'm gonna fucking throw up.
That intro is brought to you by Beck.
I'll
Yes. Welcome, everybody. This episode of the GMat podcast is brought to you by our merch, which is available at teespring.com/stores/The Real GMat. Go get yourself a GMat podcast. A GMat podcast hoodie. You'll love it. Yes, that intro is brought to you by Beck. She begged me not to play it, and I said, no, I've got no other options. If you'd like to submit an intro and give us an option, send it to contact@therealgmat.tv or submit it in the Discord or send it to me on Facebook or just get it to me somehow. I'm cut the music. I'm very accessible. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the GMat podcast experience. Hosted by GMat. Co-hosted by him, Aidan Jonathan.
Hi there.
Him, Benjamin Jabus.
Hi.
Her, Becky Jabus. You guys are related.
Keeping it in the family.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for watching us or listening to us. If you are watching this on YouTube, we appreciate you watching. If you're listening to this, check out the GMat podcast, the video podcast now on YouTube. The GMat podcast on YouTube. Links are down below. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. I thought we had our own professionally made introduction now.
What do you mean?
Isn't there a whole thing that we play at the podcast? Yeah. So we just got two intros.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a whole thing.
Nobody knows quite when it starts.
Yeah, we keep everyone on the edge. There's an edge.
That's me not knowing when something starts, by the way.
There's like a highlight.
Waiting for a skipping rope.
There's like a highlight for the podcast, and then there's the big animated intro, and then we get into the
So there's three intros.
Yeah, it goes on for a while.
So really, we don't have to do much
padding.
podcasting.
No, by the time it starts, people are like, "This is great." It was a big opening, a big funny joke. And
Very
then there was
similar
a
to
big-
last week, though.
What?
The first 15 minutes is intros, and they never change.
I don't get it.
Because the first 15 minutes of the... Oh, who cares?
Oh, I get what you
I
mean.
thought it was
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah.
It's good that we
I'm
have
on
that
ya.
warm-up section where we all get in sync and
I'm
stuff.
I'm
on
so
ya.
sorry. Like my brain is mashed potato today.
Yeah, you
I'm-
fucking shut up an hour late.
It's like you woke up 45 minutes ago.
It's like someone fucking knocked on my door. I was like, "Oh, I'm coming. I'm
You
coming."
did that another time, right?
Yes.
Here. It was here again. I
haven't been awake in years. If that's what happened, that's what happened.
I
can't dispute it.
That's so good. That's so good. Yeah, I got up this morning. I had my brekkie, which was yogurt. Funnily enough, it was yogurt all bran and berries.
I told you
Wow.
it's brought to you by All Brand.
It was all bran because I ran out of my nice muesli.
Oh.
So I've got like a muesli that's got like cranberries and goji berries and other bits of fruit.
Why? There is so much fruit.
It's so good
You know, why is there so much fruit?
because it's very good
Just
and good for you.
Get some apples, some bananas,
Because
some
apples,
some blackberries.
It's just like they're going wild with the DLC, isn't it?
Exactly. It's like, what the fuck's a dragon fruit? Get that fucking shit out of the supermarket.
delicious,
Microtransactions.
A what?
Microtransactions.
Yeah.
Want people to keep buying fruit. I got to keep bringing out new fruit. Keep
What-
people interested.
When I get a supermarket, it's just like a outline of I can't see what the fruit is until
Grey
I
out.
pay my Woolworths fee, which is extra. Yeah. Never had a dragon fruit. Never had a goji berry. What are you shaking your head at me for?
I was just thought it was a funny joke.
You're like, this fucking asshole likes
Dave
bananas.
appreciates humor.
Yeah, because what are you going to have yogurt and muesli with an apple? What are you, a monster?
No.
Apple.
have it
No,
with a-
you're an animal.
Have it with a banana or something.
No.
I'm not going with goji berries.
No, because it just doesn't mix.
What
You
is a
need-
goji berry?
It's a berry.
But like, what's it taste like? What's it look like?
It tastes like a goji berry. Looks,
Like a goji berry?
yeah, I think it's clear. I think because
Did you
in
eat
the,
it this morning?
No, see, here's the thing. I didn't eat it this morning at all, Bran. If you were listening to me earlier,
It was like
but
yogurt
when
and
I
goji.
eat them, they're part of the muesli, and there's a lot of different berries going on.
Oh, dried.
Dried.
They're all part of it already.
That's right. And I add in raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries because I like my breeze.
And some cheese as well.
No cheese.
Brie
Had
cheese. Brie cheese at
So
the top.
anyway, so that was my breakfast, and then I went to my grandfather's and lifted a barbecue while he mowed underneath it.
Nice one.
So I've had a day.
Was he just like, oi,
He called me.
I need you to come do the barbecue for...
No, it wasn't. It was just like he's like, I've decided I'm going to mow the back of the behind the shed.
Is that like a bit that doesn't get to a lot?
That's never a bit that's ever been mowed before. You know what I mean? Like that's where we used to go, and we were scared to go around the back there as children. It's frightening.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, and by the way, this barbecue is made of stone.
Right.
So he's like, could you just lift it for me? I was like, what do you think I'm made of? I can't lift that. It'll be right. I'm like, okay. So, whatever. So I lift, I do like my whole body's underneath one side. I'm trying to lift it. It goes up just a bit.
And he's going, take your time, Aidan. Almost done.
He's got the lawnmower from 1945. So it was a good time. I've had my pre-podcast pump. Now I'm here.
Hence
Pumped
the
and ready
fancy
to
boy
go.
shirt.
It's not a fancy boy shirt.
Nah, it's fancy boy shirt.
Sorry, I'm not wearing
You got those little circles on the front where it closes there.
Oh, you've got push studs.
Huh?
Yours are push studs.
Oh, t-shirt.
That's what people say to him. Push stud. Sorry. Speaking of family.
God.
Speaking of family, I went
What
and
a
saw,
fucking start.
I went to Shepparton and I was hanging out with my nephew and he was
Hanging out.
just hanging out and
A
he
couple
was
of rad dudes on the block.
he was showing us that he could. Which my brother was like, "Look how smart he is," and showed
Lift up
me a
that
thing.
barbecue.
I love it when parents say that about children.
He was like Emmett, because he hasn't started school. He was like, Emmett, which is your left hand? Oh, because he's putting his shoes on. I was like, does he know his shoes? And he's like, he's got crosses on the inside to match him up. And he was like, show us your left hand. I'm going to use my right hand because there's a mic in the way. So let's say, show us your right hand. Which is your right hand? And he went. And I was like, up a bit further, buddy. Up a bit further. Yeah, it was funny.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Don't know which teacher's been teaching him that, but keep an eye on her.
He's been playing with the crayons, the textures and stuff, but he's just got a little bit right under his nose. That's all.
He did. His hair was sort of like this a little bit, which I thought was a bit interesting. Yeah, and he's got swastikas all over his bedroom,
Mein Emmett.
which is fucking very intense.
Herr Emmett.
Yeah, Emmett.
Yeah.
Show us your right hand, Emmett.
Fräulein GMat, how are you?
Yes, you look how clever my young son is. Emmett, show him the signal.
Emmett, can I draw with you? All your crayons are just black and red. What's going on?
No, he just has white ones. He's thrown the other ones out.
Racial cleansing joke.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, so that was fun. I liked hanging out with them.
Bet you
them.
did.
Yeah. No, they're not for everyone's aware, they're
Yeah.
not Nazis.
Are they not, Matt?
No, just want to make that
Oh,
Okay.
I understand.
clear. My nephew
now.
isn't actually a Nazi.
I thought your nephew was a Nazi.
Just-
Fact that you feel you need to say that.
Don't
Very interesting.
Listen, this
Why
is
are you
conjecture.
winking?
Whatever you think is going on, it's not what's happening. Shut
Well,
up. Shut
I
up.
thought that he wasn't a
They
Nazi.
just
so
like
now
the
I guess he is a
memorabilia.
Nazi.
No, that's not. They're not. He's not.
Why is he moving to Argentina, Matt?
They have a venue that they hire out, and clan meetings need to be held somewhere. If they're not held there, they'll just hold them somewhere else.
That's
if they're going
right.
to do it, I prefer if they did it in
It's
the
their
house.
livelihood.
They don't attend
keep
the
them on-
meetings.
No, they just
every
host
week. Yeah, exactly. And hosting is
We were
not attending.
cooking all these casseroles anyway.
Yeah,
So someone's got to eat them.
it's not casserole. It's just porridge. It's just cooked porridge.
Do they put goji berries in them?
No. In fact, they hate goji berries and anything that doesn't sound white.
Oh, okay.
Apple, banana. Not very white fruits.
No.
No, not really.
So yeah.
What is a white person fruit? Like
Flour.
Flour.
Yeah,
Carrot.
Lamington. Like a Lamington is the Pavlova.
Pears. Definitely pears.
Pears,
love
yeah.
a pear, though.
Ugh,
A
chalk.
pink lady.
Chalky fucking
Pink
apple.
lady. Also, you're naming my favorite fruits. Okay.
And also like tomatoes, because I have that debate all the time. We love having that debate. It's
Yeah,
like,
technically,
did
it's
you know it's
fruit,
actually
but
a fruit?
fuck
I'm like,
off.
shut up, you wanker. Put it in your fucking porridge.
Oh, that would be really bad.
Oh,
Intense.
You know what I had for dinner last night?
goji berries.
Nah,
Dragon fruit.
bok choy and chicken. And I've never cooked my own bok choy. Turns out it's delicious, and you should get around it.
I've had bok choy.
It's fun.
You know, like cooking your own bok choy? Really satisfying. All you got to do is put it in the pan. You don't have to do that much.
Just heat it up. Like, okay, yeah, mate. That aligns with my understanding of cooking things.
Because you could like boil it, is what I mean. You could boil it or like
Yep.
steam it. But if you just shove it in the pan with some oil and maybe some oyster sauce,
I'll
little
pop it in
bit
the
of ginger.
oven on 210 for about 45 minutes.
No, that's ridiculous. You
Beautiful,
don't roast-
crispy.
You don't want
crispy bok
roast
choy.
bok choy.
Oh, you. If you'd had it, you would.
All right, I'll roast some bok choy.
What the fuck are we talking about?
I've got some stuff here.
I can't believe that I managed to secure a sponsor for this rubbish.
The fact that we're doing it on a Tuesday has thrown me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the fact
I
that
got
we're
a
not,
sponsorship, everyone.
okay, go on.
Yeah, it's Ultimate Water, Hyper. It's Gamers Water.
Oh yeah.
They're sponsoring me at the moment. It's water for gaming.
Yeah.
If you're in a massive sesh and you want to make it through, it's formulated with 2 parts oxygen to 1 part hydrogen.
Awesome.
So it's next level. So if you want to make it through and show the competition what you're made of, Ultimate Water Hyper.
Whoa.
They're just
Promo
sponsoring
code.
me because
Not the podcast.
no, just me personally. It's just sort of like an athletic thing. You know, when you get athletes that get sponsored, it's not the whole team. It's like tennis player or whatever. They also wanted me to read. Sorry, I got to do a live read here.
Please.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Work your hustle.
Ben is definitely the funniest one on the podcast.
Okay. All right,
that's
yeah.
it.
That was weird. They just wanted me to read that.
All right. Well, thanks for wasting everybody's time with a sponsor that wasn't
Yeah,
part
I mean,
of
you
the
could have,
podcast.
you
Gotta fatten up
could
the wallet.
have, you
Don't waste the time for
could
me.
have limped us into the.
Limped you in.
Yeah.
They don't want people who limp because it's Ultimate Water Hyper.
No, you could have,
Only for the best,
brought
by
us
the
into the
best.
hyper water train, and we could have been rolling in it. But now it's just you drinking your hyper water.
Woo! That tastes good.
Hydration levels high.
Peaked.
Yeah.
So,
Peak
do you need
hydration.
1 bottle a day, or like, what's the story?
You can drink as many as you want.
But they do
so it's not-
they recommend if you that drinking more than a bottle it could be toxic.
That's
'Cause
what
it's
that's
so
what I was worrying
hyper.
about because
It's
it's
so
so hyper. You can't just flood your body with oxygen. You can only have so much.
No one's sued him yet, so it's just like do what you want.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Don't say that about your sponsor on the podcast.
I was saying that no one has sued my sponsor. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
but
a
like
good.
that seems
product.
like they're open to being sued.
Everyone's open to being sued.
Matt, what are you doing in the suing department?
I'm suing hyper water because my dick fell off.
100%.
Yeah.
I was in the same room as it, and now I'm gay.
My dick fell off too.
This is a weird one.
It
So
is.
I went to Shep to visit my family.
Right.
And I went to the golf club because that's where they like to hang out. Rob was playing, playing some holes, and me and Mum went down to meet
Golf,
him
you
after.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went down to meet him after he finished with some friends. And so I sat outside, and all the regulars are outside on a bunch of different tables. Just in this outside area.
The regular holes.
What?
You said what?
When I'm on a flow, don't stop me because I'm
That
way
was a
too.
flow?
I'm way too tired to.
Can we all like hold hands and like kumbaya ourselves back into one cohesive podcast?
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya. That's plenty.
So
No one knows how that song goes.
No. That's it. It's like kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. That's all I know. Oh, my lord, kumbaya. I noticed that everyone was passing around papers,
Yep.
and then I realized they were printing off A4 memes to come and give to each other at the golf club because apparently they don't know how to message them. You know, it was also funny when I said it to my parents. They're like, "We're not like them. We email it." And I was like, "Oh yeah,
You emailed them?
You're on it. You're on it."
Cool.
Dear Rob, hope you're having a great day. Couple of memes for you here, mate. Scroll down for humour.
See attachments.
Please see attached for a laugh.
This old guy on a scooter.
Email them is so fucking great.
It's probably a forward as well.
There's
old-
like
Sorry, Rob.
17 forwards
Just
attached.
per my earlier email, forgot to attach the documents. See this one for the actual laughs.
This old guy on a scooter went past, and the guy who was sitting next to me, Gav, went like, "Oh, baby," and then like put his finger up, shoved his finger up at him, and the old man like stopped and like got up out of his chair and came over with the A4, but like wandered over, was like, "Oh, bloody bunch of," and like it was just weird old people interaction. And he was 90. He was like,
Unravel the parchment.
He's like, "Hey, have a look at these. Have a look at it." Passes them on. And so he left and he walked away and forgot to take him. So I like put it into my jacket because I'm like, this needs to come to the podcast without a doubt. So I thought we could take a look at retiree memes together.
I think this is a great idea.
You're like a little Nicolas Cage.
I've just seen a glimpse.
National treasure.
I've
for
just
content.
seen a glimpse.
You're always squirreling it away.
Oh my God. They're so rolled up.
God.
All right, I'll make sure to put up a picture of it on the screen because the roll up's going to be hard to look at.
You have to scan them in.
But the text of this one says, "Not all Collingwood supporters are assholes." And then it's a gentleman in a Collingwood get-up, and he has a penis
Hand-drawn memes.
for a penis for a head. It looks like something that would be in like the Herald Sun comic section.
Not quite. Because of the cock.
Not all Collingwood supporters.
Pretty upset by that.
And the kids.
It makes no sense to anyone outside the country.
fucking hell. This one says,
This is my least favourite.
"Just one fucking thing after another." And it's a penis chasing a vagina.
Is it all genital based?
It's
I don't
gotta be.
understand that one.
Because it's one fucking thing chasing another. They're both.
Because they're things for fucking.
They're both
Oh,
like
because the
fucking-
one is highlighted. You read it weird.
What?
It's one. The word one is bigger. It's just
You
one
shouldn't
fucking
need
thing
that help,
after
Aidan.
another.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's shit and old person-y.
I'll translate.
Thank you.
Just one fucking thing chasing another.
Yeah, it's just one fucking thing chasing another.
I don't. Is that the
Because
emphasis?
the saying is like, oh, it's one thing after one fucking thing
Yeah.
after another.
Yeah.
But the thing is that they're fucking things. Genitals are things for fucking.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I
don't
get
know
it, Matt.
why
You
the
explained
one-
it to me.
Huh?
You explained the joke to me the other day.
I don't
You
know.
got it then.
What?
You explained that
No,
joke.
I
to me.
understand the
Oh,
joke. I'm
okay.
saying that the one isn't important to the
No,
joke.
I don't know
right?
why
that's
not
in
even
capitals.
Not at all.
No.
It's also not in capitals. If you-
It's just bigger.
I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it?
100% bigger than the words "it's just."
It's also handwritten, so who knows?
Or is the
Yeah.
whole thing in capitals?
they're all. It's not. It's not.
It's just one fucking thing after another. This is horrendous.
Is the one in capitals, Aidan?
The O is much bigger than everything else. That's
But is
what's
there a
really-
capital N and E?
Yeah, but it's all in capitals.
All of the writing is
Yeah,
in
but just the O is bigger, and from where I was sitting, it looked like it was bigger.
Yep. Okay.
Just one.
Oh, here we go. There's
This one
there's
is,
no genitals in this one.
Yeah.
What does it say?
This one says he likes you, and it's a picture of one gentleman walking a dog, and the dog's jumping up onto the other gentleman's face and fucking the man in the mouth. And he's
These
like,
are like
look-
R-rated loonies, aren't they?
he likes you.
Yeah.
It's just.
Is that Fred Bassett?
Just,
Fucking
it's
that
just
dude's
some,
face.
It's just some. It's just some funnies for us all to start our day
Yeah.
the right way.
These cartoons explain so much about old people.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
especially like
Like, this is their like, oh.
It's all puns.
No wonder they hate retail workers and things. You know what I mean?
I like that this is like they're all printed not quite. They're scanned. They have to be scanned. This one says you're a. Oh man,
No bueno.
it's pretty bad. It says you're a liar, Charlie Brown. I will not sink if you take it out. And then it's Charlie Brown in water. And yeah, I think he must be fingering her. I will not sink if you take it out.
Like the boy with the finger in the dark.
In the what?
Can't say that anymore.
It's a story. It's a boat.
No, I don't know the story. What's the story?
It's a boy. He's just on a lake, and you know, it's a Scandinavian story. And
And
he's
he
got a
takes his
hole, and he
finger
puts
out.
the hole in the boat.
Oh, okay.
Aiden's prejudice. We understand. That's fine.
So yeah, he has a finger in her and says, "If I takes it out, you'll sink." And she's like, "You're a liar, Charlie Brown."
You assume.
So that's the that's what a 90-year-old man in a scooter gave to me at a golf club in Shepparton.
I have to
Racing.
say, I'm incredibly uncomfortable after seeing those.
Yeah.
I'm super not like thrilled with it. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, they make my skin crawl.
Yeah, I'm really, really uncomfortable.
Good times. Good
This
times.
podcast is going well.
You don't want to take the Collingwood one home?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Good times had by all.
Up on the fridge.
Yeah, I reckon. I also sent Ben a picture of, because Rob laminates his memes and puts them up in the shed, and he's got one on the shed door that's like, it's like beer time or something like that. I sent him. Oh,
Yeah, big time. That's nice. That's fun.
yeah.
A dog fucking a man in the mouth is not quite
Well,
as
that's
fun.
what the picture is above where it says beer time.
This dog fucking a man in the mouth.
Damn it. Why is it always a dog fucking a man in the mouth?
So the dog's collar says beer, so the dog's name is beer or something like that. I don't know. Matt sent me the picture. I couldn't zoom in. Ultimate Water, hyper.
What is going on today?
You said I got tons of notes. This is gonna be fine.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like I've got a bunch. I just don't want to be like. Anyways, so
Read them out like a diary.
Ben has tiny rude fingers. You know, just like transition into some weird shit like that.
Ben has tiny rude fingers?
He does this thing where he like when
This
you're in
Ben?
school. Yeah, this Ben. When you're at school and you want to like give someone the rude finger, we want to be real subtle about it. You just like that.
Do it, Ben.
But Ben does it so much better than. So the teacher doesn't see you and
Just
you get in
feels
trouble.
yeah,
making
it's those
fun
ones
of
where
me.
you like. They can flip them off and not get in trouble.
I can do it full fledged and not get in trouble. I got such tiny little fingers.
Fuck you, cunt.
Usually it's like
listen to me,
down
you
at your
little
waist,
fucker.
but that doesn't work with the camera. It's usually like that. You do that to people.
Give him that
So
little,
a little flip off there.
little one. Yeah, I remember making a teacher cry because we used to do shit like that. Like every time they turn around, everyone in the class would go like that, and they turn back around, and you just like they turn around and see everyone's arms, an entire classroom of arms go.
The
Like, what's fucking going on?
Machiavellian fucking bullying that
fucked.
school kids can come up with for teachers.
It's unbelievable. And when a substitute comes in, you're like, yes. Oh, yes.
We're going to make
Fuck
this
yes.
person quit.
We're going to ruin your fucking day. Or you know what you're going to do? You're going to cry. Or how I reckon we can get her to cry in half an hour. I reckon we can get him to cry in an hour. Like, it's just unbelievable. Yeah, children are the worst. I don't like it as much now. When I was a kid, it was like, today's going to be a good day. We're either going to get nothing done
You
or we're
don't
going
like
to
it
get
as
a lot
much
done.
now.
As much.
Well, I don't like the idea of
You
people
still-
crying.
Just one day you're going to get out of grade 5.
What do you mean?
You get that pen license, move up to grade 6. You don't like it as much now, making teachers cry.
Yeah.
You still have the opportunity to do it then.
You still like it, but not as much, is what he's saying.
Is that what you're saying?
Fuck it.
No, it's not even close, right?
Ultimate water. What I'm saying is you like it, but not as much now.
Yeah,
That's not what I
Which
said.
means you
Yeah,
still-
it is. I don't like it as much now, but when I was little, it was like we're gonna get a lot done or a little bit done.
So you're still in primary school or high school. You're still in school having the opportunity to make a substitute teacher cry, but you don't do it because you don't like it as much now.
Or you're seeking the teachers out extracurricularly.
No, I'm not still at school.
Okay.
I'm an adult man.
And okay, so good thing. Couple of things we've clarified.
Yeah.
You're not still in school, and B, your family is not Nazis.
Ultimate water. The water for a generation of criers. Yeah. We had an Indian teacher. I guess it's not important that he's Indian, but he had a rainbow belt.
Was he teaching you Indian, or did he happen to be?
No, he was
Indian?
teaching us science. He was a substitute teacher.
So he was a science teacher then.
Yeah. He was an Indian man with a rainbow belt and rainbow shoes.
There's a science teacher with a rainbow belt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I just think that Indian men always dress like extravagantly. They have
Maybe his family
Which is weird because you had a
Nazis.
science teacher who was teaching you Indian. I should have.
Hindi, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. He knows. He
Not
speaks
necessarily.
That's true. What's the other language?
They have many, many.
Hindi
Punjabi
was
is a big one.
popular. Yeah, that's true.
it. So, anyways, we made fun of his belt and he cried.
Imagine that poor motherfucker got up. He's like, kid, this will brighten their day. The
Feeling
bell, hey, wacky teaching. You're like, fuck it. Nice bell. Did your mum dress you in that? You fucking dipshit. Cool belt. Are you colorblind or just fucking stupid? I thought that you guys would maybe like this school can be hard times for you guys.
I do remember it taking nothing, though. I remember it was just like, oi, cool
Taking
belt.
nothing.
Like,
It's his fault because it was too easy for us.
Put up a challenge, you know?
There's got to be some sort of fortification of your emotions for it to be my fault that you cry.
Yeah.
Those are the rules.
I feel like substitutes should go through some sort of gauntlet to like prepare themselves because
The Iraq War,
far too much
Yeah.
crying.
something.
They have, yeah.
They're going to be a live fire scenario before they can come in.
They go into a
have to be
public
shot
school
at.
in Shepparton.
Yeah, before they're allowed to go in and teach public relief teaching.
It's not like it's Shep High. They were like throwing scissors and shit at teachers. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Still tears.
But to be fair, the teachers were wearing chainmail, so
And they have to. It's part of the requirements.
school uniform.
Yeah. Did you make any teachers cry, Aidan?
Mm-mm.
I bet not.
Never.
But it was like straight. Was discipline like at your school? Was there discipline?
Good detention.
Okay. But like,
After
did you ever
school
get
detention?
suspended or anything like that?
Just heavy
Me?
fines levied.
Yeah.
Are you nuts?
Well, I got suspended. I wasn't even that bad of a kid. I just sort of was amongst the bad,
Yeah, but
you know?
What?
I got suspended
You
for...
just said you used to rub your hands and hope to make a teacher cry. That's
Yeah, but
a terrible.
that's an
student.
internal sort of thing. I was just like, here we go, it's happening. I wasn't the one who was like, your belt is stupid. I was just like, I'm gonna be a part. I'm gonna watch everybody do this.
Yeah, no, I wasn't a part of that.
But I got
I was the kid over on the other side doing the work. You know what I mean? And the kid
square.
teacher's crying, and I'm like,
I was multi-talented. I was able to do the work and watch a teacher cry. I mean, I got bad marks, but I still did the work. That's what's important.
yep.
Doesn't matter how low your ATAR score is. All that matters is how many teachers you make cry.
Yep.
Maybe that's what dropped my score down.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. How many did you make cry, Ben? 10 or 20?
It was never a solo effort.
Exactly. That's
And
what
it was never like your belt sucks. It was just misbehaving, just being loud. You know, the classic raucousness of like, well, what are you going to do? You're not going to be here tomorrow. So it's done. Once you leave here, that's it. You have no more jurisdiction.
Yeah.
So it would just be like, they'd be like, everyone, you need to listen now. We're like, I don't think we do. Because what are you going to do? Send you the principal's, how are you going to make sure I go there? I'll just leave, then you'll leave, and I'll come back. End.
They
That's
could
the end of the
leave.
equation.
They could leave the dreaded letter on the teacher's desk, and then the
Yeah.
next day your real teacher's back and like, I got a very unhappy letter from the substitute kids.
It's like, well, she's lying.
yeah.
Yeah. We had. Did you
You
have
don't trust them? I'm here every day.
I
I
saw
know
her
the situation.
drinking.
Did you have the substitute more than the regular teacher? I felt I was getting substitutes all the fucking time.
We had a teacher who just left once.
Yeah. Why?
Like, it was just the end. Like, I'm not teaching anymore. So she was like I don't know whether she was, this was like grade 5, so it's primary school. It was a while ago. But she was like a long, I think the actual teacher was on maternity leave or something. It was like a really long substitute teacher. She was there for months and months. And then we knew she was eventually leaving to go and get married and go on a honeymoon and stuff. But we knew that it wasn't for like 2 weeks. And then this one day, she cried, locked everyone out of the classroom, and then the next day she didn't come back.
Big
We
maneuver.
were like, did we break her brain or what? And they're like, no, she just had to leave to plan her wedding. She wasn't supposed to finish for another 2 weeks. She said she was going to be here till March. She's gone now. Why 2 weeks early? You don't suddenly have a bunch of stuff to do for your wedding that you didn't realize you had to do. Where'd she go? Guys, we're not going to talk about it anymore, okay? She had to go to plan her wedding. And we were like, bullshit. And so pretty sure that
This poor
made her
woman.
quit.
She got jilted.
This poor woman devotes her life to furthering the education of the young, and you fucking cunts ruin her life.
To be fair, we didn't deserve education.
You probably still don't.
That's why I don't go anymore.
100%.
I'm done.
Yep.
We had a teacher break as well. Not break. Someone else. We had a plastics teacher who wasn't there.
For those plastics.
It's like metals or
Melt
woodwork
shit.
or something. We're just working with plastic instead.
You bring in your favorite toy, you can melt into a different shape.
It's like an entry level. Like in year 7, you would do plastics because it's a bit too early to work with stronger
Lathes.
material.
Oh yeah, we did that. We didn't call it that though. We just called it woodwork. It was
And
all
you just
woodwork.
had plastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you make like clocks out of plastic and
I never did that.
keychains.
It robotics.
Of course you did.
Woodworks.
Well, that's-
Woodwork,
Yeah.
robotics.
Well, we had two different schools.
Rolls Royce detailing.
Yeah.
What do you do in robotics? Like actual
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, like learned how to solder. I could sit and solder I soldered a fucking thing. What do you call them?
Putting gyros
Motherboard
into drones.
I didn't have the
things.
class.
Yeah, no, I meant like I soldered like wires onto a motherboard and made things work and made an alarm clock and things like that. We made a robot as a class.
Like a.
A robot. It was probably like this big.
And what did it do?
Did it fight the other
it-
classes' robots?
No, it just tried to walk and we made it spin its arms.
It's radical.
It was cool. We had a
I made a dick out of plastic. And I called it plastic dick.
Yeah,
And I etched in plastic dick onto it.
Not plastic. Surely that's
So much fun. Yeah, I was only in year 7.
Wow.
I hadn't quite developed my.
This is why Chris Lilly steals your jokes.
This is why.
So
Yeah.
we're in plastics,
Right.
and the teacher didn't show up, and we're like, I can't say his actual name. His name is now Mr. Lightswitch. Like, where's Mr. Lightswitch? And it's like he hasn't come in. And we're like, where's Mr. Lightswitch? All day it was this shit. And then the teacher eventually broke and went, he's not here because he ran someone over with his car. And then all of a sudden, it was like we became adults in the room, and we're like, Mr. Nearly said his name, Mr. Leaf. I don't think you should have told us that.
Yeah.
That seems like business that isn't. I don't feel like you should be sharing the business of.
Do you
another
often just give away
person.
other people's personal secrets
Yeah,
like
fucking
that?
man.
It feels
Manipulative.
inappropriate.
Little bastards.
But it wasn't even like it was. I didn't even feel like we were all turned. We're like, that
Oh my
seemed a
God.
bit like year 7's
Yeah,
being like,
You should have not said that.
I don't know. Do you think that was inappropriate? I think that might have been inappropriate.
I
Do
feel
it.
like that's
Someone
a bit
should
heavy
say
for
something.
us, yeah.
Someone should say something because if he did hit someone with his car, he's still a good guy on the inside. Maybe it was an accident. I think someone should say something. Brandon, you say something. Oh fuck, miss! You shouldn't have said that. Like that sort of business,
Right.
But it was. Apart from Brandon, we were all pretty concerned. He did, by the way. He hit
Brandon.
5 people.
That's too many.
By accident.
Yeah, he was turning a corner, and there was like the sun was hitting the windshield out, and this is out in the middle of nowhere. And
Smooth transition.
yeah, and then he
Maybe take that out. I don't know.
Nah.
and then he ran over
Depends.
and
Did they die?
he ran over and killed.
Okay. Take it out.
Yeah, take the windshield thing out.
He ran over and killed 5 backpackers,
Oh wow.
which is a big number. And he had like a big van, and it was
good ratio.
yeah. And he didn't go to jail, and now he lives in Chile. So No, he lives in Mexico growing chilies.
You've told us that. I know this story.
Yeah, because it's such a big part, like a
it's
strong memory.
I can't imagine there's many Mr. Light Switches in Mexico, so you may have ruined his life.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
That's very funny.
Thank you for bringing jokes to the podcast, Beck.
Were you
One of us
any
has
good
to.
at woodwork?
Yeah. I was good for a year 9 doing woodwork,
All right.
but I didn't continue doing it.
I had to make a pencil box,
Yeah.
and I made it upside down.
That's a step down from building a robot that was doing high risk investing, whatever the fuck you said it was doing.
robotics. Robotics is year 10.
Yep.
Robotics was in year 8 when I started robotics and woodwork. It was, here's a soldering iron, here's some thing. Just figure out how to put that on the tip of the wire. Right? That's right, guys. And now attach it to the thing. By year 10, you're like fucking going around, whizzing around with those cool little magnifying glasses. You know, those ones that you like pull down. You're
the
like
Wizard of Oz.
yeah, it was cool. But the robot, I mean, 98.9% of it was made by a teacher, and we
But it made
you know,
everybody
like
feel like
yeah, we like we would
Flick that switch, Aiden.
No, we need. Excuse me,
built that?
I need you to make a repeater. Blah blah blah. I need it to be this, and you're like, I guess I'll figure that out. Solder. Nah, that's wrong. Give me another one. Solder. Oh shit, but it was fun. Woodwork. I was supposed to put. I did all the work. I cut all my bits and pieces out. I put it through the thing that gave it like the little, the lid would go through, like the groove, right? And all I had to do now was nail it together. Not even nail it, glue it together. And I put the one groove up and one groove down so the lid couldn't go in the fucking pencil box.
I was not a credit to my gender in woodwork classes. I never did any of the work. I would just saunter up to all the boys that knew what they were doing and flip my hair and be like, can I show the teacher yours and pretend it's mine?
Didn't even get them to make you one. Just like, give me that for a minute.
fuck off, Beck.
Well, our teacher was kind of like not really there mentally, so he never noticed. He noticed once and he made me write lines. It was the only time I ever did that in school was I will not copy other students' work.
Oh, God.
It worked most of the time though, so
Yeah, I remember.
passed woodwork.
it's not even copy, it's just taking.
Yeah, I just was like, can I have your project? And like, can I just stand like 6 people down the line and hand it to him and he won't remember. And he never did, except one time.
Every time my teacher would leave the woodwork thing, and we're all with fucking power tools and things in there. We weren't using any of the power tools because we were too young. But as soon as he'd left, we had to sand everything by hand. The minute he left, there would be a line at the fucking automatic sander. That thing was on and sanding our fucking shit together. I have no idea how nobody lost fingers.
We used that in year 7 for plastics. We had to learn how to use the electric one, and then we got into woodwork, and it was like, all right, here's the real shit. Here we go.
Yeah, here's the fucking.
Remember we would have
A-brigade.
Oh, but his skin came off.
in year 10 we would have metalwork, and we all were working on. We would build hot bits of metal and then touch each other on the arm with it. We just put it in the grinder or the polisher and just spin it up, get it nice and hot. And then does this hurt?
We had in metals. I saw
You guys were like a barbaric school experience.
We all passed.
I made a yeah, we got through. I made a candle holder in metals in like year 10.
Still have it?
Yeah, I saw it when I was in Shepparton this time, and it's like it's a bit and then has 2 spikes,
candelabra.
and you get blah, blah, a candelabra, but it's just like a brown metal. And I remember thinking I did a really good job. I was happy I made that, and then I went and saw it because Rob still has it in the shed, and I look at where I've welded bits together, and there's just so much metal around that I've welded on. Like I've gone, that's not quite, and I'm just trying to weld all this metal to put everything together.
In year 9.
So it's just these like the candelabra and then like bulbs of metal.
Yeah,
where, you know,
you were in your 9.
we used to weld because you'd go behind a thing like a curtain and you'd weld back there because the light. Obviously, you have to wear shit.
Yeah.
And people would like scrunch up paper and throw it over there so that paper would land in front of you and you'd burst it into flames. That was one thing. Yeah, they used to drive me fucking crazy. Trying to weld, and you'd be right into it, and you'd be focusing, and you know when you're looking at a tiny little spot, everything just goes, and you're focusing on that, and then paper just appears and explodes in front of your face.
That would be frightening.
Preparing you for the workplace.
I had kids at my school that were similar to what you guys are talking about, but I was just never anywhere near it.
That's all we really had at my high school was those sorts of kids. I remember
the majority.
You know, it's like the paper thing. One kid works it out, and then it's game on for everyone. Everyone's doing it. Then like we had in an IT class, we worked out that you could someone had the idea of taking out the speakers from their computer and putting it into someone else's computer. So you would switch the audio. So whatever you played would come out of someone else's computer. And so
Good
you just
shit.
played the most like ridiculous, inappropriate shit you could find, and it would come out of their computer.
Yeah.
And so you would just play pornography, loud gaming noises like beheading videos, whatever you could find. And they'd just be sitting there being like, I don't know. And so turn that off. Turn it off right now. Where is it? Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn the computer off. Stop that noise right now. That is inappropriate. Go to the principal's office.
It's not me.
And they just couldn't do anything about it.
Go to the principal's office. Such an empty threat.
And then they would turn the computer off,
Stop.
but the speakers are switched.
Yeah.
So it's still coming out. And they're just like, I don't know. What's happening? You're sent out of the class.
It's a good time.
We would all play Halo in my IT class. The whole class was just playing Halo.
I mean, that did happen. We had
Yeah.
GTA and Halo in a computer
It's
lab.
System Link Halo, and everyone would just be yelling at each other over the top of the teacher trying to, and she'd be like, what do you do? Come, and she'd come around, you just alt tab out of it.
So the difference is we would have, a double. So we'd have an hour or an hour and a half of computer lab. You're like, oh, Christ, what are we doing? Oh, we're learning how to use fucking, what's that sound app? What's that called?
Pro Tools?
Audacity, right? You're doing an Audacity thing. You record yourself, put it in and submit it. You've got an hour and a half to do that. So me and most of the people in the class would be like, hey, if we get it done, can we do whatever we want? She's like, yeah, of course. I've only done one thing. So everybody, silence.
Quickest
You can hear
work.
just some people go, and today, record it, done. Miss, I'm done. No worries. Then you bang, you're right into GTA.
Load up Wolfenstein.
Oh, hundo.
Oh.
So we just got our work done first. So we do it guilt-free, conscience-free, progress the learning.
Yeah, well, there's your problem. Get rid of that concept.
Yeah, but I do remember I did tell the story in the podcast that I did used to emotionally manipulate my year 12 teacher into not letting us do any work. I've told the story.
Mm-hmm.
I just bring up her dead husband,
Yeah.
and she would.
All right. The
Should we
playing
talk
field
about
is even.
You worked it out in the end.
Because we made teachers cry, but
Late
you
bloomer.
brought up.
No, it's not the same thing.
It is because you're
she
going
would go-
one-on-one,
okay,
being
no,
like,
no,
"Miss,
justify.
what's your dead husband like?"
No,
Like
because
that's
I'd never go up and say, "Miss, what's your dead husband?" It'd be like she'd say something like, "Oh," and we were discussing Looning at the time, very similar, but not quite as horrible as these cartoons. And then she, it'd be, and I say, "Miss, did you ever go to the cricket?" She's like, "No, not me, but Harold." And then she'd just start to reminisce about her life. It's a win-win.
it's a win-win.
It was a win-win.
See, but we were like as a group, like witnessing the mental breakdown of a teacher, and you were as a solo instigating manipulation.
No mental breakdown.
No, but you took it to a place that would.
She would smile and sit there and say, "Oh, you went to the cricket."
No, that's I don't remember that. I got it. Can I?
She wouldn't sit there and go, "Oh." She'd just sit in the corner. "Oh, Harold,
That'll be the intro.
who will I go to the cricket with?" Nah.
I went to Bendigo 2 weeks ago to visit Benno, and we ended up going out to dinner with some. Yeah, we went to dinner with some friends people I went to high school with that I wasn't friends with in high school.
Yeah?
They were like they were popular girls, and they were like.
Why are you frowning back?
she,
I'm sleeping
she was
with my
like
eyes
this,
open.
looking, and we were talking about school, and they were like, "Were we ever mean to you at school?" And I was like, "No, not particular." I said there were there were guys there that I wasn't big fans of, and they're like, "Oh." And then they started listing all the people that they thought were fuckheads, but they were forced to hang out with because I
Yeah.
guess that's how social hierarchy works.
Yes.
And they were like that. I was like, there's nobody left. You've listed every single person we went to school with. And I was like, oh, that's like you said, every single one of us were pieces of shit who were throwing notes over balls of flame into
Yeah.
people's faces.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
balls of flame.
That was fun.
What else you got in that book?
Well, I'll talk about that. That was a fun weekend hanging out with Benno. Benno was great. I made a list of why I should be dead. We had two beers before we left
Right.
the house.
Usually handleable. That's usually manageable.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to see people from high school. I want to get a bit of a buzz on, because I was nervous because I hadn't seen these people since I was a nerdy in high school. Mm-hmm. And then we had a gin as well on the drive over that Ben made us, and Ben's partner drove us, and we're in the back. And then we got there and we met with them, and we had 4 schooners, and then a glass of red wine,
Oh God.
and then a gin, And then we went back to beer and had a beer, and then we got some shots.
It's the red wine that really makes me go, oh god.
It was
The
switching
red
back
wine's
to
such a
beer after the red
terrible
wine
choice.
and gin. Yeah. And then we went to the Pokies because the place closed. Went down to the Pokies. The two girls we were with had a fight with some people at the front, which was really funny. They were like, "You said that, and we," because I think it was one of them was dating one of them, and then the girl they were fighting with, like, it was more complicated than I can understand, but it was just the experience that I wanted.
It's good to see everyone's grown since high school.
They were like, "You fucking man," and they came inside. One of them had tears in their eyes, and it was like, "What happened? Tell me everything." And then we had 2 pints there, and then I smoked a cigarette. We went home, and we got home, and me and Benno were fucked, obviously. And we decided we wanted McDonald's, so we were going to walk to McDonald's, and we got like 200 meters away from the house and could barely fucking stand up, so we had to carry each other back home. We're like, we can't get to McDonald's. It's like 1.5 kilometers, and that was interesting. And then we tried to make dumplings. I'm gonna play that video of the dumplings here right now.
Ski. What's happening?
Just having some dumplings.
Oh yeah. Where you gonna put? Oh, they went all over. They went all over the floor.
My favorite part about that story is, do you think either of them picked them up?
It's still there in the morning.
No, the dogs ate
Pretty sure
them.
the dogs
Resting on
ate
the
them.
kitchen floor.
The dogs ate all the dumplings. I would have been so upset. If I'm that drunk and I'm making dumplings and all of them fall on the fucking floor, they're coming up. They're coming up big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good hanging out with Benno. And then we got brunch the next day with the
Great
people,
stuff.
and everyone was a bit fucking
Seedy.
Yeah. So thanks, Benno, for the lovely weekend. It was nice seeing you. I know you're watching this. You're beautiful. Beck just started applause and then gave up. How are we feeling, everybody?
I don't know. It's just one of those weeks, we just don't got it, I don't think.
Yeah.
Even with the hydro explosion. whatever
Hydro
it's called.
water.
Hyper water.
Hyper water.
Ultimate water, hyper.
Oh.
It's the flavour is hyper.
I
It's
don't know.
hyper flavoured.
I don't know. Are we in the section of the podcast where we analyze the podcast? Is that what's happening?
No, I think that's
Oh, you know what? You know what I do have?
does he do?
It's very short. It's very short, but it's
Oh, God.
jokes. What do we got?
it's short. It's brief, but
Sweet.
you know what? At the end of the day,
Is it Bruce jokes or is it
it's content.
Ben getting upset at somebody?
Content.
Hello.
Hey, motherfucker.
Who's this?
It's Ben J, and I'm about to ruin your motherfucking day. Annoying. Telemarketers. I don't give a fuck. My name's Ben J.
It wasn't even in my soundboard for some reason. At one point, I was like, "I'm getting rid of that."
Is that your intro?
What?
Was Beck always in the intro?
It's not me.
Who is that?
It's just me with a high voice.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Beck.
Tune up.
Whoops.
So
Happens a lot.
this
You
happened
bastard.
last week before the podcast. Ben got a call, and then it's only 30 seconds because it didn't take long for the person to get upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was standing in the kitchen before you showed up for the.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And Ben got a call, and he's like, "Oh, and I got my phone out as quick as I could to record it, and this is what we caught."
Yes.
Sorry?
We're just doing a quick research
Yep.
regarding lifestyle changes.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a, I changed my lifestyle a lot. So, super happy to talk about that. What do you need to know?
I need to know that you're an asshole.
He called you an asshole.
How did he cotton on so quick?
Short and sweet.
I had one yesterday that called me.
Did you get a recording?
It sounded local.
Oh,
Like,
What do you mean?
How'd it go?
there was no hint of a fake accent at all. It was just an Australian accent.
yeah.
It was like, oh, hey, we're just doing, what was it? It was,
Is it a survey? Because they're doing energy
it
surveys
might be a
recently.
survey, but it was, hi, I'm just blah, blah, calling from NWA, just doing a survey. I'm like, did you say you're from NWA? It's like, yep. You know what that means? He's like, New World Acquisitions? I was like, no, it's actually quite racial. I don't know if you should be saying it. It's like, well, oh, yeah, not if you're not referring to the band. I was like, well, I'm actually quite offended by that. He just hung up.
He bowed as quick as he could.
Yeah, I was on the way up the stairs to turn on the recorder, but no dice.
No dice. Can't win them all.
No, it's true, isn't it? Like today.
Yep. Like today.
All right, let me finish off with something then. Little finisher. I'm gonna look up Aidan.
What?
We worked out. I've seen this thing that people posted on the Instagram stories where they Urban Dictionary their own names. And which are all like nice things, but the further down you go on the Urban Dictionary, they get like really like broken English and very, very funny.
Like, Matt, a fucking asshole who steals people's fucking girlfriends. Fuck him if I ever fucking see him in the street.
That sort of shit.
Weirdly personal.
We'll start off with the nice one. Aidan is a very cute guy that loves to joke around, but is serious in a relationship. He can tell you a million jokes, but never truly explain how much he loves you.
That's full on. That's real.
Hold on.
Frantic.
Pretty accurate.
Schizophrenic. All over
He has
the
a
joint.
hard time expressing himself to the one he loves, but knows how to start a fire in the heart without truly trying. He can be awkward at times, but really knows how to turn things around. He's a great kisser and loves to cuddle, though he doesn't seem like he would like that type of stuff. He's truly caring and loves dogs. If you ask for something, he's always going to get it for you, no matter what price it is or how difficult it is to get it. He won't send many pictures of himself because he doesn't find himself attractive, which can be annoying, but he's a true gentleman if you really get to know him and knows how to charm his way into your heart. That's what an Aidan is.
So please, Sarah, please date me, please. There's some guy in like year 9 who's just gone on the internet and he's been doing market research for ages with some girl that he likes. And he just put all of her likes into that. So, well, if you actually look up my name, I think you'll find that I'm a prime candidate.
If you go a bit further down, it's like, Aidan, a fucking god. And then the example is, holy shit, I think I took Aidan's pencil by accident. Oh god, he's going to smite your shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a literal child wrote that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't even have his pen license yet.
No. He's going to smite your shit.
He's going to smite your shit up. Aidan is a cool guy who likes searching things up on Urban Dictionary. He likes building Legos and doing strange things on his Chromebook. He is cool too. Oh man, gosh, Aidan is so cool.
Child in the middle of history class. So bored, I'm going to write my name.
I finished my Audacity audio homework. Can I please go onto Urban Dictionary and write some shit down, miss?
Aidan, that's awesome guy that everybody likes.
That's awesome.
Example, yo, he's Aidan. I know, right?
The cool guy who definitely is going to get invited to Sarah's birthday party. Or else.
He will smite you.
Smite yo shit.
Rebecca, Urban Dictionary.
Here we go.
Spell it right this time.
Did you spell it wrong the other time?
I was just trying to get different. I was trying to get different examples.
Beck. Already spell you with a W. Imagine if you said your name was Rebecca, but you started WR.
She's a fizzy additive to drink that gives you. Oh, sorry, I've looked up Barocca, not Rebecca.
Rebecca, she is a bitch. Are you Rebecca? Just straight facts there.
Yeah, right.
Rebecca is a perv and she's always horny, but she loves to talk. She's really nice, supportive, but one thing, she is a lesbian. Oh my God, I'd love Rebecca, but she's too pervy. Rebecca, a girl with a huge ass and lesbianic tendencies.
Bionic.
But it lovable in every way.
Lesbionic.
Stay away
I
from
have
that,
bionic
Rebecca.
tendencies.
Lesbionic.
A bionic. You're a bionicle.
A robotic vagina. Lesbionic.
Rebecca is an amazing person who is purdy and cool and can cardi cop you and immobilize you from classes with Sensei Jim.
What the fuck does that mean?
That means nothing.
Just the Cardi B Jim does what?
Here's what they're trying to say. Rebecca is an amazing person who is pretty and cool and can karate chop you and immobilize you from classes with Sensei Jim.
Okay, now?
Rebecca is an amazing person who is purdy and cool and can carti cop you and immobilize you from the classes with Sensei Jim.
Full blood cardi cop.
Shania immobilized Gorge. Rebecca, no Shania. Rebecca immobilizes Shania.
Are you just reading out the raw code for that website?
They give examples. They give like a little quote as an example.
It just sounds like someone fell asleep on their computer. That's what they came up with.
This is very personal, obviously. A girl who seems nice to everyone but is actually a very mean person. She will send you TikToks that hurt your feelings very badly, but overall, she can be pretty chill. Don't be a Rebecca. Ben, Urban Dictionary.
I'm always sending those TikToks. Can't
Always
stop me.
sending them TikToks.
Stop sending TikToks. That hurt me very
Can't pull
badly.
me away from the mean TikToks.
I'm going to skip your nice ones, Ben, and just scroll to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bottom.
fair.
The Duck Overlord. He can perform mind control on ducks of all kinds.
That's true. I don't know how that got out though.
Look, it's Ben with his army of ducks again.
Quack, quack, motherfuckers.
I bring news from the pond.
Oh, fuck. Ben is cute, tall, dark, and handsome boy. The kind you take home to your mama.
Sounds like Tim and Eric.
Ben, sad. Ben equals sad.
Yeah. Tell us about that, Ben.
It's all in the Urban Dictionary, man. Read up.
The most
look at the
amazing
source material.
The most amazing footballer. The cutest and most handsome men in the world are all Ben. Very popular and always dresses like a model with all his designer. Always has the freshest crepes on show.
Yep.
Ben is hot. Yeah, I know, Gorge. Look at his
Crepes
shoes
or
as
crepes?
well.
Look at them crepes.
Crepes.
It's CREPS.
Crepes.
Crepes.
You know what crepes are. Probably why I don't get enough credit from you. I should be getting more respect, but you don't even notice
I
my
have
crepes
no idea
ever.
what your crepes are.
Hey, if you know, you know.
Well, they're from our fresh designer, so...
Ben, always someone who confuses snooker with pool and plays total towny sneaky shots when they're getting beat.
Yeah.
Not to be
idiot.
confused with ordinary Ben. This Ben is probably a serial killer. Also, the owner of a weed shed where sometimes they serve pizza.
That's true.
And finally, Ben. Massive cock. Ben has a massive cock.
Well, I
Always
do
thought that.
sneaky town shots when I'm playing snooker or pool.
Well, you wouldn't know which one you're doing, though.
No, I never do. Sneaky town shots, though.
Sneaky town shots.
And don't forget the crepes.
Don't forget the
On
crepes.
his,
Fly
on
crepes.
his beautiful designer.
Hey, it's GMat here, and don't forget, if you enjoyed that episode of the GMat podcast and you want to hear more, we also have the podcast post show over at patreon.com/the GMat podcast. The post show is a shorter episode recorded directly after the main podcast where we wrap things up and talk about anything we didn't have time to talk about. $3 a month and cancel anytime. We are a community-supported podcast, so your support over there funds the show and makes it easier for us to keep doing what we love. If you want to support us, head over to patreon.com/the GMat podcast.